Hey guys, it's Chideramichelle and thank you for clicking on this video. For today, we're going to be doing a this versus that. This time, it's going to be Martin versus the Jamie Foxx show. If you like this video in the end, thumbs it up, comment what you think of the video, and subscribe to my channel for more videos. Alright, let's jump into it. I know I already did a video on Martin versus Fresh Prince, but on Twitter, as I was scrolling through the explore page and whatnot, I saw somebody say, if you want to have an honest conversation, the Jamie Foxx show is better than Martin. And it got me thinking. I was like, are they right? Are they right? Is the Jamie Foxx show better than Martin? But so when I got my spidey senses tingling and whatnot, and I was like, let me do a analysis of both shows, compare, and get you my conclusion on what I think is the truth. Is the Jamie Foxx show better than Martin? Let's see and find out. So, you already know the story of Martin. Martin started in 1992, ended in 97. It is about Martin's life with his girlfriend Gina, and their friends Cole and Tommy and Pam. And they are a best friend group, and with the relationship between Gina and Martin and Pam and Gina, and it was just great. It was a hilarious show, still hilarious to this day. Every character on that show was funny. Each and every character on the show is funny. The stories were funny, the lines were funny, the breaks were funny, the additional characters that Martin played were funny. Everything about the show was hilarious. But was everything about the story good? Let's get into the Jamie Foxx show. The Jamie Foxx show is about Jamie Foxx, who is from Texas. He moves to LA to be discovered, right? He moves into his aunt and uncle's hotel and starts to work for them. And the characters are Jamie, then we have Fancy, then we have Braxton, who works at the hotel, and then we have Helen and Junior, also known as Uncle Junior and Aunt Helen, also known as Mr. and Mrs. King. When I think about these shows, the comparison makes sense. You know, it's two comedians. We have Jamie Foxx and we have Martin. Two comedians with a male-led show. Both protagonists in the show. The show centers around them, and it centers around their relationships with these women. We have Gina and we have Fancy, and then we have the added characters who come and give humor and give story and make the show more dynamic. Duh. What made the Jamie Foxx show funny? What made the Jamie Foxx show funny is the fact that Jamie Foxx himself is hilarious. But I think I still have to go with who's funnier, Martin or Jamie. Martin is funnier. The people. Jamie Foxx and Martin Lawrence, who's funnier? Martin is funnier. What shows unique and stands out? The characters. Jamie as a character stands out more. Jamie was a more dynamic character. Martin became a one-trick pony. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. Now, don't get me wrong. Martin was still an important pivotal character in the show. He made the show. But Jamie as a character was more dynamic and more unique and had more things going on about him. And he wasn't as much of a one-trick pony. The humor switched up and changed a little bit, and it made it work. It's only so many big head jokes and ear jokes you can hear before it's just like, I saw this coming. You know what I'm saying? Storyline and character breakdown. Storyline. Which story is better? The Jamie Foxx show story is better. It is. The Jamie Foxx show story is about Jamie Foxx, who moves to LA and moves into his aunt and uncle's hotel, and he's trying to get this girl Fancy, but he's also trying to become a singer and become a big star, and it works. You could tell that one show had a bigger budget, but it had more going about it, more going on in the story. You know what I'm saying? Braxton was funny. Not just funny. Now, don't get me wrong. Martin, the stories were good. The stories were good. Pam trying to find love, and she ends up with Tommy and Cole and Big Shirley and living with his mom, and us never knowing where Tommy went to work. It works. But the Jamie Foxx show was not as corny. You know, it wasn't as corny. It made a little bit more sense. So I think that goes to them. Now, I wrote down some questions for myself. Better character development. I think it goes to Jamie Foxx show. Who's more talented? I think it goes to Jamie. The better show. The better show is the Jamie Foxx show. Like I said in my previous video about Everybody Hates Chris and My Wife and Kids. Everybody Hates Chris, because the characters were so well developed and because the storyline worked so well, it made for a better show, which made for better laughs. Now, Martin, funny show, hilarious show. It is a comedy, and it works. It is a comedy sitcom, but the Jamie Foxx show, because the story was so good, it is so, the humor and the story and everything about it, I think it's slept on. People do not talk about the Jamie Foxx show enough. People do not talk about Jamie Foxx enough. Jamie Foxx, as a comedian, is slept on. Jamie Foxx is a dynamic comedian. He can play the piano, be funny, and sing at the same damn time. He's just it. He just is that guy, you know? So, it's a better show. Which is funnier? Martin is a funnier show because that's the intent. The intent is to make you laugh. And to make you laugh as much as possible. Which show aged better? The show that aged better is the Jamie Foxx show. Martin, at a certain point, like I said, it told the line of, is it funny or are we laughing because it's just like, the way that they treated Pam, aka Tichina Arnold. I told you already in my previous video, I did not like the way that Pam was depicted in the show. And Tichina Arnold has even said that the show was colorist, you know. They originally wanted an overweight, heavyset, dark-skinned black woman to play Pam so that they could get the fat jokes off. And because they didn't hire her, they hired Pam, aka Tichina Arnold, who was fine as hell and is chocolate. And low-key, yeah. So they wanted to go a different route with it, and she was the butt of everyone's joke. Now, people are going to say, everybody on the show got made fun of. They made fun of Gina's head, they made fun of Martin's ear. But it's not the same. It's not the same. Pam as a character was created to be the butt of Martin's jokes. Their banter back and forth, it was funny. But at a certain point, it was just like, damn. But why are we trying to play Pam like this? I don't dislike the show because of that. I don't even dislike the show. I think that when it comes to having that token black chick in the show to make fun of her and call her ugly all the time, it just doesn't hit the same as it would have in the 90s. You know what I'm saying? The Jamie Foxx show, the love interest was a brown skinned or darker skinned woman, Fancy. And she was pursued the whole show. And Jamie and Fancy had love for each other that I really appreciate and enjoy. And I think it makes more sense and is more endearing than Pam being desperate and Gina and Martin moving in together. And although everybody loves Martin and Gina, at a certain point, Gina left. And it just became Martin. It was just like, what is this? What is this show? Because of the what happened and behind the scenes. And so, in terms of ending, Jamie Foxx had the perfect ending. The Jamie Foxx show had the perfect ending as well. So, overall, I agree, well, to an extent. I agree that the Jamie Foxx show was a better show. Do I agree that it's more funny? No. Do I think that the characters in the Jamie Foxx show are better than the characters in Martin? Yes, I do. And I think that in the end, the ending of the Jamie Foxx show, from start to end, it made sense and it worked. and Martin just didn't end as well. And who are we paying attention to more now? Jamie Foxx and Martin. We're paying attention to Jamie Foxx. Shout out to Martin though, because Bad Boys 4 or whatever, Bad Boys 3, Bad Boys 4, Bad Boys 3, Bad Boys 4, I don't know, was good. But Jamie Foxx, it's just something about Jamie Foxx that it's just like he's so talented and he's so slept on. Watch the Jamie Foxx show. If you haven't watched the Jamie Foxx show and you're watching this out of hate, watch the Jamie Foxx show and then come up with your own conclusion. Because I did not think about this until somebody put it together. I didn't even put them together, but it makes perfect sense to put them together and to say, huh, when you think about it, the Jamie Foxx show is a better show. So thank you for watching. Let me know what you thought of this video and what you think. Am I right or am I wrong? And let me know why. So share this video, subscribe to my channel, follow me on social media, and thumbs this video up. And thank you for watching again. Have a nice day and peace.